In this example, the trend was up at this time. We give a buy signal. The trailing stop goes underneath the price. This is where you exit if the market continues down. It lets you know when you will be wrong. And as the market continues away, you can see the stop yanks up with the price, and it locks in the majority of the profit. In this particular case, we made about 12 to 15 pips. The second trade right here, you can see it went in, and the market unfortunately did not continue up in this case, and we lost about 6 or 7 pips. One of the concepts behind winning trading systems and profitable traders in general, you want to have a win rate of 50 to 70%, and you want to have small losses and big wins. The general rule of thumb is you want at least 50% bigger average size wins than losses. That means if you're losing $100 on your losing trades, you should be making $150 on your winning trades. Let's go look at some other examples. Here we give a buy signal, and the trailing stop is underneath the chart. So it gives a buy signal here, and as the market goes up, you can see the trailing stop yanks up with the price. And this is using the chandelier trailing stop, which is also another separate indicator in our system. It's based on the volatility of the market. So the more volatile the market it is, the wider the stop is. The narrow volatility is, like right here, you can see volatility is very narrow. So whenever volatility is low like this, you can see the stop gets yanked up and it catches the majority of the move. This buy signal right here, the market didn't really continue up that much, but you can see it still made a little bit of money. Third buy signal right here, the market continued on up. And let's go scroll into the future. We can see we got in here at 31.65. And the market is going up a little bit more, and the stop gets yanked up. Right now we've already locked in 20 pips of profit. Okay, so the market takes off. The beautiful thing about this system is as the market continues to trend, your stop is far enough away so that it doesn't stop you out unnecessarily. Notice how close the stop got. But as the market takes off, it yanks the stop up. Okay, in this case, we got in at 65 and we got out at 97. This is a 32 pip profit. Now the trend's up, so we're buying this dip here. Notice the trailing stop is down here. We're already in a profit situation. Okay, we got out again here. In this case, we made 10 pips. Now the trend's up, so it's buying dips in the market. This one happens to have come down enough that it has a dip. Trailing stops down here. And very likely, after 2 legs up, normally the market will stall and reverse. So a human being can actually improve the system by not taking some of these trades. I would not have taken this trade, even though it may prove to make a few pips. Or yeah, okay, this one was a loser. You can see it lost about 4 pips. But you had a 32 pip win, a 10 pip win, and a 4 pip loss. So that's the key behind trading systems. Now the trend's down, and so we get short right here, and you can see the trailing stop up there. We got in around 32.05. And now the trend is starting to go down. And we've already locked in close to 55 pips in this trade already. Look at how beautiful the trailing stop comes down with the price. This thing made about 80 pips. Got out right here. It spots the downtrend. See this swing low right here? The market made a lower low. That signals the program that the trend is likely now to be down. We now want to short up moves in the market because the market's likely to continue down. And in this case, the trailing stop did a fantastic job of catching about 90% of the profit. Let's look at some other examples. The market's trend was down here. We rallied up, and at this point, we're looking to go long. After the market has fallen off a certain amount and rallied up and can't break this low here, we want to look for longs. So the system gives a buy right here, puts the trailing stop right here. Notice this swing high was higher than this high and this high, and that tells the software that the trend is likely now to be up, so we want to buy dips. And as the market continues up, it almost stopped us out here, but it didn't. And you can see we're already locked in about 10 pips of profit, 15 pips, 25 pips. Okay, we got in this trade at 30.95 and we got out at 31.25. That's about a 30 pip profit here. So looking at another example, the trend's clearly up. We want to buy this on a pullback. As we scroll to the right, it gives the buy signal right here, puts the trailing stop about 7 pips underneath us. Notice how tight and how little you risk trading with our system. Most people who teach trading in the Forex recommend 15, 20, 30 pip stops. Our systems are so accurate and have such a high win percentage, and the stops are so accurate, pinpoint accurate, that oftentimes you can risk 10 pips, even 6 or 7 pips at times. Watch this. As the trend continues up, the trailing stop comes close to being hit, but it's just far enough away not to get triggered. Market almost touches it again here. And notice the market works its way higher. It may or may not take out the swing point high, but we'll see. We've already breaking even on this trade right now. Now we're up 5 pips. If the market takes off, we're going to make, look, the market takes off. This system catches the trends, and it keeps you in the trade. Sometimes it gets stopped out a little bit early, but it's most of the time with a profit. Okay, now we got exited the trade here, and we got out at 57, so we made 10 pips on that trade. Not too bad. So now you can see the market's in a downtrend. We want to look for the market to rally up, and we want to short it. That's the key behind making money. And you can scroll over here in the future. The market goes short right here. We have the trailing stop up here. The stop is less than 10 pips away. Let's see what happens. The market's resuming its downtrend. And notice that we yanked the stop down. Right now we're already break even in the trade. Okay, now the market's going lower. Look, we've already locked in about 10 pips in this trade already. 15 pips. Okay, now we're out. We got in this trade at 26, we got out at 13. We made 13 pips. This is an example of one of the trades that didn't work. The market was in an uptrend, pulls back, we want to go long, expecting the uptrend to continue, and this time the market didn't work. The market went up a little bit, and you can see the stop got yanked up almost near break even, and then the market pulled back. We lost maybe about 3 or 4 pips on this after the spread. And now the downtrend is there. The market rallies back up, we get short. You can see the stop is initially about 10 pips higher than the market, and within a short amount of time the stop gets yanked down almost near break even. One of the beautiful things about this system is it oftentimes will get you out of the losing trades right around break even, because the market almost always will move a little bit your way before reversing. So let's see how this one pans out. Okay, the market stops us out right here, and we lost about 5 pips. And now we get in long again here. The market this time is trending higher. And you can see we've already made 20 pips on this trade. Here we go higher, 30 pips. Notice the stop almost got hit here. Now we've made 40 pips. Okay, here we go. We just got stopped out. And because the strength of the trend was so strong, it buys again here. And this is a beautiful trade. Look at it. It's just taking off. 20 pips on this last trade. Now the trend's down, right? So the market rallies back up. We get short. Trailing stops up here. Look, the trailing stop almost got hit, but it didn't. The stop is just far enough away to prevent us from having losing trades, but close enough to keep the risk small at all times. And look, we got short around 75. We've already made 25 pips, locked in 25 pips, 35 pips, 50 pips. And we're still in it. Look at this beautiful trade. All right, we finally got out at 31.05. We got short at 31.75, got out at 31.05. We just made 70 pips on this huge downtrend. And notice it almost got us out here, but didn't.